It's good news for Nevada. We couldn't be more excited as a nation about this high-speed rail project, what it's going to do to our state. This will bring about 35,000 jobs to Clark County. We're creating jobs in construction, of course, commerce, convention business. We're creating jobs in tourism, transportation. We're creating jobs for engineers and architects and carpenters and everyone from the construction trades. Jobs in wholesale and retail, our military bases, our mining industrial benefit, and so will agricultural industry. But the line just won't help people who will build it or those who work near it. It will also help Nevadans and Californians and tourists who ride and rely on it. I spoke to Governor Brown. First call I made to him after he was elected. I told him how important this was. He understands the importance of high-speed rail, just as Governor Schwarzenegger did. This is not a partisan issue. The state of California didn't suddenly get interested in high-speed rail when we had a Democratic governor. Schwarzenegger was a big ally of us, and every time we had an announcement on the train, either he was here or someone was here representing him. Gas prices are going up and up and up. It reminds me of when the last gas crisis, we did a press event at a service station, and we had an arm and a leg representing, costing an arm and a leg. Well, that's what gas prices are today. The countries we depend on for oil are in turmoil. OPEC is still in charge of an unreliable market, and we can't wait for big oil to invest in renewable energy because obviously they're not going to do that right away. So we're determined to lead the clean energy revolution, and this is a step in that direction. High-speed passenger rail reduces our dependence on foreign oil. It moves people more efficiently, and it does it in a way that is going to be so much fun. And it'll spew far fewer pollutants into the air than cars and airplanes. So this line to Southern California is a victory for a lot of businesses and a lot of families. It's a victory for our economy, a victory for our environment. And it's just the beginning. This is just the first phase. Eventually this line will go further into Southern California. As it grows, as you know, we're going to connect with a high-speed rail that will go down the western coast of California. As it grows, so will our economy, so will California's economy. Anytime California's economy grows, it's great for Las Vegas. These tracks will help get Nevada back on track. We'll be happy to take questions now from the press. Just tell us who you are.
I'm sorry, Adrian Packer with the New Yorker.
Okay?
Senator, you said that now you're one step away. What is the next step after this?
The environmental impact statement has been completed, and now it goes out for public comment. And people will have 30 days to make comments on it. You can, anyone can. There's a public comment period.
And then can you explain the process from there?
Well, we're arriving at a point where if we get all that out of the way, and you know, there all these things, the environmental impact statements go through at different stages. This is the biggest stage, getting it completed. Extremely expensive, very hard to do. Next, the public comment period, and those people who are building the train, the Secretary of Transportation, all the people who work for him will have to look at all the comments, and that will determine how much longer it will take.
Can I just ask one follow-up? Did you say that this is the first environmental impact study that's been completed for high-speed rail?
That's what I said.
Thank you.
Senator Reed.
Yes.
Chris Potts, Fox 5 News. Two questions for you. One, when this does come to fruition and we do get a bill, what's the bill destination time? How far are we from even really seeing this
Well,
go through?
if things worked out right, we could start construction within a year.
And how long will it take to build?
Oh, it's going to take a while. This is a huge project, billions of dollars. It's a big project. You'd have, I don't know, but it would be, I don't know.
You said something about
But
gas.
it's not 5 years. It's a matter of years, but it won't take that long.
Less than 5 years.
Yes.
You said something, oil, Libya, turmoil. What's your thoughts of our military action in Libya?
Well, it's a difficult situation the president found himself. No one wants to be in a position to cause our fighting men and women to go to battle. That's what he had to do. He did it in the right way. He took a lot of time to make sure we had the support of the Arab League, the first time in the history of the world they've agreed to do something like this. We also got the NATO nations involved. And we agreed to do this, but we would not be the one running the operation. As you know, Secretary Clinton made an announcement yesterday that this would be handed off to NATO. The President of France today announced that that in fact was the case. NATO has taken over the operation. It'll probably be Sunday before that's in full operation. But Colonel Gaddafi has been, in this is my speaking, an evil person for a long, long time. He's been in control of that country for 40 years, done some terribly brutal things there, and of course he's an international terrorist. The sooner he goes, the better off the people of Libya will be and the world will be. So I support the president.
Senator Rick Pallotta from the Las Vegas Sun newspaper. One of the things that the final EIS was going to do is identify where the station would be in Las Vegas. Can you tell us where that's going to be?
You know, I'm sorry, I'm not an expert on that. Susan, do you know anything about that? Susan? I don't know.
Senator, I
Where
know
would the
that the
station be?
proponents are the Desert Express people, but it will hit into the south of, or near the 215 interchange, and we can, they'll provide further information on that for you.
Senator Rebecca Cheese from Channel 13. I understand that so far this project has been funded with private dollars. Is there a possibility that there'll be a applying for federal loans?
Yes, there's an application made now for some government guaranteed money, and there's a large sum of money available there. We feel comfortable that we have a real opportunity and shot to get that done.
How much money are we talking about?
You're asking me a lot of questions about this. Who's here that could answer that?
We can get that.
Yeah, I don't know. I've seen all that. This may surprise some of you. I haven't read the environmental impact statement either. But it's it would be a good shot in the arm for the project because it's been totally privately funded to this point.
Senator Reid, Channel 8, on another subject, did you or anyone on your staff ask the Nuclear Regulatory Commission to stop the safety evaluation of Yucca Mountain?
No. From my recollection, when the President of the United States announced that he was opposing Yucca Mountain, he announced that this money would not need in his budget. That's about as direct a line you can get to your agencies.
Why not let the public see the full safety review?
Yeah, I frankly don't know what you're talking about, the safety review. I do know this, that anything that's public is open to the Freedom of Information Act. If there's something that you think you haven't gotten, let me know. I'll talk to the Nuclear Regulatory Commission. There's certainly no reason to hide anything there. This is a hole dug in a mountain up there costing $7 billion. So, and the product nuclear waste, of course, what's happened in Japan has proven that dry gas storage containment, which the majority of scientists now believe should be the end of nuclear waste, that should be on site. You found in Japan, the one area that has been, without any question of being safe, is this spent fuel rods they've had in dry gas storage containers. The problems they've had over there has been from the reactors themselves and the pools of spent fuel rods, where they're having lots of problems putting out that fire. The dry gas storage containment has gotten much, much stronger as a result of what happened in Japan.
What's the status of the maglev funding request?
Well, maglev is, as you know, I backed out that maglev is not part of what I'm involved in. So maglev has...
Isn't there a request pending with the FRA is reviewing?
You'd have to have FRA. I don't know about that. It won't get my support. I think its time has passed, and everyone should understand that. When we can have a train that will go 150 miles an hour, it's going to be, as already millions and millions of dollars have been spent in the process of getting it ready to where we are now, whereas magnetic levitation has been on the public dole from the very beginning, and there's been no private money in that ever. And people should just get a new life and go to something else. That's not going to happen in Nevada.
Senator Reid, one last question.
Yes.
This project is applying for about $5 billion from the federal government. Federal Railroad Administration has never loaned out that much money. Do you think this has a shot of getting that?
Of course, that's a relatively small portion of the money that they have available.
The $5 billion is a lot.
$5 billion is a lot, but it's a relative number, of course.
Senator, what do you think about Sharon Angle? Your response?
She ran very strong in those areas where the congressional seat is now located, and no one should discount her. She's a very, very hard campaigner. She does door-to-door stuff. She has a big following out there. Sharon Angle is hardworking, and no one should take for granted that she can be beaten. She will be very, very difficult to beat. That's it. But on the other hand, everyone's beatable.
Why isn't Desert Express Enterprises here to talk about the project too?
Well, I know that they're around because I've seen some of them today. They're here.
Are we going to talk about it?
Well, you can. This was for. We decided to do it this way. Okay. Thanks a lot, everyone.